Okay, all right. So let's do this really fast. I need to tell this story anyways. The one about my grandfather and my dad and how he was monkey swung.
The white.
He was monkey swung. Okay, anyway, so my granddad, all right, we call him the Lavaner, and he's pretty funny, but he's not really funny. He like doesn't know he's funny. He's that guy. He's like really corny and shit. So basically, like his most favorite joke of all time is he had 4 kids, and the last kid, that came out, it was a boy. His name was John. My grandfather's favorite joke of all time is he goes up to like a group of people that he doesn't know, right? And I've heard this joke a million times, and he goes, I can't believe my 4th child didn't come out Chinese.
Really?
Yeah. And they're like, people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, because 1 in 4 babies that are born in the world are Chinese. That's his fucking joke, right? That's his joke. So that's his humor. So now you understand his humor. And so anyway, so he and my dad, and my grandfather like knows everything, but not really, right? So there's like specifically like one thing that I heard when I was a kid that made me think that he thought he knew everything, but really didn't, right? It's like that realization that somebody that you know isn't what you think they are, right? So my grandfather and my dad and my uncle were playing basketball, and then they were coming back, and there was some big ass dog that was on a chain, and this dog was like barking at him and stuff, and they like got a little scared or whatever, and they ended up getting in a discussion about what they would do if this dog got off the chain, and they came to the conclusion that the dog would just eat them alive. Like you just rip off their fucking heads, right? And my grandfather hears this discussion going on after they get home, and he comes in, he's like, you want to know how to stop a big dog from attacking you? And they're like, yeah, sure, how? And he's like, well, you ram your thumb down its throat, and you can control it that way. And they were like, there's no fucking way that works. My granddad's like, yes, it does. Guaranteed it does. And we're like, what? All right, dude. What? And he's fucking, to this day, he thinks that if a big dog attacks you, you just ram your thumb down its throat, and then you control it, and you can move it to where you want, okay? All right. So, my grandfather comes to my dad's house, and the air conditioning breaks on the roof, okay? And my dad's like, all right, I got to go up there and fix it. And my grandfather goes, I'm going to go with you. My dad's like, are you sure that you want to come? Because my dad knows that my grandfather's going to fucking come up with all sorts of shit how to fix it, and none of it's going to work. And my dad's like, you sure? And my grandfather's like, yeah, we need to go up there. And then so they go up there, and I don't know if this is true or not, but basically like they ended up getting in an argument or something, and I always imagined it was about there wasn't enough electricity getting up to the air conditioning.
Right.
And my grandfather suggested that we bring the car around and hook up the battery from the car to the air conditioning on the roof. My dad was just like, no fucking way, Like, that's what I imagined, right? But this part is fucking true, and it's awesome. So they end up coming down the ladder, right? After they fix this thing, and they're arguing with each other, and they're like, they've had enough with each other, right? My dad goes down first, and then my granddad comes down second. And my granddad misses one of the steps, right? And he fucking falls, and my dad instinctually just like reaches out, right? Reaches out and grabs him, and then fucking swings him that way, right? So he just fucking swings him over. And my dad goes, telling his story, he goes, holy shit, I grabbed all of his dick and balls. So my dad fucking grabs my grandfather by the dick and balls falling off a ladder and fucking swings him. And my granddad fucking rolls and shit. And my dad goes over, he's like, you okay? And he's like, you should have let me fall. You should have let me fall. That's like my dad, one of my dad's stories that he really likes to tell. And it's one of my grandfather's stories that he never tells. So